Also get a chance at $2,500 and concert tickets. Last year was another early sellout, so reserve your ticket now before you miss out.
If I say the name Goodwill Industries, probably most of us will have lots of different ideas. Some of you might think about their wonderful thrift stores. Some of you might think about the wonderful work they do in the community. Do you ever think about a celebrity coming to do a book signing? Because that's your thought. For today, Cindy Todd is here with Goodwill Industries, and she is very excited, not only because of the work you do, but because you've got Matt Paxton coming today. For people who don't know his name, talk about who he is.
Yeah, Matt, he's spent about 15 seasons on the show Hoarders. But I should go back to his beginning. Like he decided, he was a banker and then decided to dedicate his life to helping people declutter and downsize after having to clean out. One summer, 4 relatives died, and he found himself in the position of being the one to have to deal with all of their stuff. He learned so much through that process and had so much compassion for that process that he decided to dedicate his life to that. He felt like that was his calling. So he did Hoarders, and now he has a show called Legacy List that's a lot more positive. It's really about keeping the memories and losing the stuff. And and then he just published this book, Keep the Memories, Lose the Stuff.
Can I hold it?
Yeah. And I was actually reading through that stuff, and Matt has just wonderful tips about it's so relationship oriented, but you know, how do you talk to your relatives to really get those stories and preserve those memories? Because what he learned is that a lot of the reasons that people keep the stuff is it feels like that's their relative, but really it's not. You just really want to get the story so you can let go of the stuff. But there's tricks to how to bring that out and create this trusting environment.
So he's coming in today, and he will be at the East Brainerd Goodwill this afternoon. And then if you're in the industry, so to speak, of helping people relocate and downsize and that kind of thing, he'll have a special seminar for those people. Is that right?
Right next door to that Goodwill store on East Brainerd Road, we have a Job Connection Center. So we'll just scoot right next door, and from 6 to 7, he'll talk to that group.
So let's talk about the Job Connection part of it, because you and I were talking off camera. Matt, also believes so much in the work philosophy of Goodwill and in helping people who are perhaps having a difficult time get a leg up, right?
Exactly, yeah, he really believes in second chance hiring. He was doing that, and he's always loved the mission of Goodwill, and actually Goodwill International heard about Matt talking about Goodwill, and they said, hey, let's make this official. Would you like to be a Goodwill ambassador? And he just jumped on it because it was such a natural fit. And then they let us know that, hey, he's available to come to your market. And so we were excited to bring him here.
Things change. I mean, our approach and understanding of what Goodwill does maybe has changed far more than Goodwill's mission. Y'all have been rock steady for almost 100 years now in your efforts to give back. But it's kind of the thing. If you want to be chic and trendy, you want to go shop for secondhand things.
Yeah, it's really
I know
fun.
you must be amazed all the time when you're going through your Goodwill stores at the quality of pieces that you often can find there.
Yeah, it is one big treasure hunt, and every day it changes. Actually, every about 15 minutes it changes, because as soon as donations come in, we get them out the door within 15 minutes. And so, yeah, you just never know what you're gonna find when you're thrift shopping at Goodwill.
I'm talking about the East Brainerd store. That used to be my Goodwill of choice. I lived close by, and it was so fun for me because I could just pop in my car, run down, and find something inexpensive and just what I wanted. It was that treasure hunt fun. But you've got them throughout the area, right? How many locations?
17 stores within 23 counties.
Wow. Does each one kind of have its own feel? Will it really reflect the community it's in, do you think?
Well, they do look a little bit differently depending on when they open, but we're actually trying to make them more like that store on East Brainerd Road, because that's our new store, which was rebuilt after the tornado. And so you're going to start seeing more consistent branding and, you know.
For people who are thinking, I've got a couple of minutes left, who are thinking, okay, I am the one who needs to declutter. I would not want to be featured on Hoarders. And they want to give to Goodwill. Do they need to bring it into you, or will you come and pick things up?
We don't pick things up unless it's a rare exception where there's just a whole house full of things. But that we ran into some trouble trying to do those pickups in people's houses, but we're actually looking at some ways. We might be able in the future to deliver a pod to your house if you're cleaning things out and then bring that. But when you go into somebody's house, there's risk that especially if you're moving furniture and things, that you could damage a floor.
Makes sense.
And then COVID hit, and so we just decided right now we don't have the staff or the expertise to really make sure that's all done exactly right. So bring it in, and you can bring it into any one of those 17 locations.
That makes complete sense. And so once it is brought in, hits your floor, and then gets sold to a new wonderful home, that money, I have about a minute left, you use for good to help people. Can you explain that a little?
Yeah, our mission is to change lives through the power of work, and it's really about turning potential into opportunity, whether it's things or people. And we do the training to help people get good jobs.
Well, you can't think of a better way to spend your afternoon. It's not going to be any rain today, so come down and have a chance to meet Matt. He'll be signing his book. There are a certain number of copies that are free to those who show up if you bring a donation item. Is that right, Cindy?
Right,
And then, big teaser, he's going to spend the night in Chattanooga, and he'll be on the show with us tomorrow and offer us a few of his tips to help you go ahead and declutter this weekend, right?
That's right.
Cindy, thank you so much. And it's a happy anniversary, 100 years this year.
Yeah, it's a remarkable story.
Well, we hope that we can help you tell it as the
you.
months go along. So 7601 East Brainerd Road is the place you want to be. He'll be signing those books today from 4 until 5:30. You can always learn more at goodwillchat.org. And even after this weekend has come and gone, they are here to be a resource for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right now, get a Kubota Z200 Series mower with the new K-Ride Comfort System for 0 down, 0% APR for 36 months.
Try it before you buy it at the Kubota Field Event, April 15th, 8 a.m. to 3.
Say hello to a smarter cat litter. Pretty